When we're doing regulating tools, I want you to just keep in mind that your nervous system is in a lower state than ventral. So whether you're in sympathetic or dorsal, there's a couple of different resources or tools that you can do to bring you up your autonomic ladder. Okay, a really great one that I use all the time, sometimes when I'm driving, sometimes when I'm with my kids, is a low octave humming sound. There's different kind of sounds you can make, but it really has a combination of breathing with the vibration of the humming, which again, it brings your vagal nerve out of kind of a restricted self-protective place. Like remembering every time you're dysregulated, you're in a self-protective state and your body is just trying to help you feel safe. So a lot of tension in sympathetic or shutdown and immobility in dorsal. So when you're going to do this low octave humming, I like to think of the word who. That's my favorite word. And it's going to be lower than your normal talking voice. So you hear how I'm talking now? When I say who, I take a deep breath in. And cycle it through until you've run out your breath. Take another deep breath. You could hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. Again, something that probably feels really silly if you're around people, but just try it. It's something that when you are feeling dysregulated, it will calm your whole system because of that combination of the humming and the breath. Okay, the next regulating tool that I just wanted to show as an example is a routine of tapping that brings your vagal nerve out of restriction and just kind of calms your system. It's something that doesn't always, you don't always see immediate impact, and you might want to do several rounds of it and notice if it helps a little bit. Not all regulating tools are going to be a good fit for you. Some you're going to like and some you're not. So this is one I like only in certain situations where I'm experiencing higher sympathetic, maybe anxiety. So tapping routine starts with about 7 or 8 taps above the eyebrows, then cheekbones, then 1 finger below the nose, and listen to the sound of the thump it makes while you do it. Don't do it mindlessly, pay attention. And then on the chin. Then full fingers, collarbone. And then low, like center of your rib cage, your lowest ribs, you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feels really weird the first few times. Just try it again. Another thing to keep in mind, if that routine specifically just irritates you, sometimes just waking up your system looks like tapping on your chest. Could be creating some strong pressure in your hands, and then just opening them and relaxing. All of this works with your nerves, your nervous system. It's not spiritual, it's not anything, but working with the energy that's going on in your body and trying to bring yourself into the present moment and get out of either emotions or headspace. Getting into your physical body, which is where you hold all your stress. What I want to show is going to be called orienting. So just like it sounds, it's kind of an experience of looking around your space and noticing things that are in your environment. So you're orienting to your environment. When you are in sympathetic or dorsal, your vision, your focus of attention and perception is usually kind of tunnel vision, and there's constrictedness and kind of an inability to see all of the things going on. And so with that comes a certain level of stress, and orienting opens your perception and calms your system. So if you just sit for a few minutes and let your eyes wander your space, so it may be your office or a place you're very familiar with, but you're noticing textures. You might be reading labels on books, or taking in specific colors. I'm noticing here to my left a curtain that has a blend of cool colors and script and some floral or nature silhouettes. Just looking at the wrinkles even in the fabric, things I wouldn't normally pay attention to, intentionally noticing my environment calms my nervous system. I'm looking over to my right and I'm noticing a painting that has a deep contrast and again some very cool colors, and a piece of furniture that has wood grain that is just very flowing and warm. While I do this, I'm just breathing slowly and not doing anything too fast. So if I did this for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, afterwards I would just notice what's different, what has changed. Do I feel a little more calm? Am I breathing a little easier? Are my muscles a little less tense? Or if I might have been in a state of dorsal, I might actually have a little more energy and just be a little bit more present. Okay, and one more thing to remember, that when you're doing a controlled breathing exercise to just help unrestrict your vagal nerve and bring you out of your self-protective response, remember the 4-7-8 breath. It's a quicker breath in, hold for 7, and breathe out slow for 8. So I'm going to demonstrate that twice. Okay, so I'm going to count it this time. So doing 3 to 5 cycles of that is going to just bring you from sympathetic back into ventral, or if you happen to be in dorsal, it really gives a new flood of more energy.